Well, you guys, there are so many amazing things that are going on right here in San Diego, and students are making a big difference in our community, on their schools, and their campuses, and in the city. So, of course, Hollywood's taking notice. So I talked with some of our favorite celebrities about the importance of serving and giving back. There's actually students from 50 schools in San Diego that are participating in this Project 25, where they're giving and serving their time in the community. So what encouragement can you give them just to continue to make an impact and serve at such a young age?
You know, I just think it's important, you know, for me with any project that I do, you know, like we shot in New York, so we're in New York, and there's always charitable components and elements to everything that I do. It's just hugely important to me, just from my upbringing, to add value.
I think it's important at any age, and then it really makes you really appreciate what you have.
Such a worthwhile thing to do is if you're fortunate enough to really have any blessings at all, if you're fortunate enough, you know, to be able to go and buy something, then it's worth giving something back.
Understand that one person doing something that might seem so minute has a wake effect, and it affects other people. And you see it's a kid do something good, another kid wants to emulate that kid because they see the affirmations that they get from it.
There's 50 schools in San Diego that are participating in this Project 25, where they're going and serving the community and figuring out how they can volunteer. So kind of what encouragement would you give them?
It's always one of the greatest things in life to be able to do is to give to other people. I mean, to help others is an essential part of life. You can't keep it all to yourself. You can't hold every experience to yourself. It's part of the human experience to reach out, touch other people, help other people. In return, you get so much more back from it as well.
You know, any place that I go, my grandmother used to say, everything that you touch has to be better just because you touched it.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Watch. Wow.
I'm better.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I'll take it. Yes, spread it. Spread it. I'm fully in line with Will Smith's philosophy that everything that you should touch should be better after you leave it. And I'm surrounded by a group of people here who are very familiar with that. And that's what they've been doing here in San Diego, is running around and touching things and making them a little bit better. So joining me today, I have Nate Landis and Mark Bell, who are co-founders of Project 25, and Colin Sinclair, San Diego Area Director for Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And we've got La Costa Canyon and Millennial Tech. We've got a bunch of good things going on. So let's start right off the bat and kind of tell us, our viewers, a little bit more about what Project 25 is, how it started, and the impact that we've been seeing here in the community.
Absolutely, Kelly. Well, we believe in the passionate ability of every young person to make a difference. And so this was a chance for us to inspire them by dropping into them a $100 bill to call out some of the gifts and abilities that are latent inside of them to make a difference. Lots of social movements in American history started with young people. So we wanted them to have a chance not just to be leaders in the future down the road, but be leaders in their neighborhoods, in their hometowns, in their schools today, in this moment.
We started Project 25 a couple years ago because we want to inspire students to make a difference in their schools and their communities. And really, Project 25 is based on Matthew 25. It's the parable of the talents. And this year we gave 50 schools from across San Diego $100 bills, and we challenged them to get creative on how they multiplied it out and to make an impact in their schools and their communities.
And the projects were amazing. We had over 11,000 hours of community service, from beach cleanups to feeding and clothing the homeless to working with their communities of kids on their campuses that had cancer. And all these amazing projects that these kids were so creative with, that we saw the impact of these 11,000 hours of community service from these kids. And enough hearing from me, let's hear it from the actual kids.
Well, yeah, 11,000 hours. That's amazing. We're getting to see some of the videos from the projects now, but I want to introduce you guys to the two winning schools. So let's start with La Costa Canyon. You guys got first place. So kind of tell me a little bit about what your project was and then the impact that you've been seeing on campus.
Well, we had a silent online auction where we had professional athletes donate items to us, such as Chase Budinger and Heath Bell, and it was great to see our whole community rally around our efforts to help George Terrace. So.
Yeah, we were able to raise $2,000 for him and his family to support his struggle against bone cancer. Each day is a struggle for him, but it was just great to see when we delivered the money that he was still in high spirits and appreciated all our efforts to help him.
Well, and yeah, real quick, tell me all your guys' names. Give a shout out to your school.
I'm McKenna.
Raquel.
Danny Armstrong. Tess.
And Molly.
Molly, and then we've got Tim back here.
Yeah,
You kind of
Tim.
headed up this whole project.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, with Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I'm the rep for La Costa High School.
Nice. Well, good. Lots of good things there. And then our middle school that we had took home second place, Millennial Tech. Thank you guys for being here. And your story just really touched me. It's amazing. So kind of tell us a little bit about that and what's going on there.
Will do. On March 24th, we lost a student. Richard Carrillo was an 8th grader who was shot and killed by an act of violence. And when we were given our $100, we knew that we wanted to make good with our $100 and make peace. We are a campus that tries to promote that as much as possible. So what we did is we fundraised, made our $100 into about $300, and we started a annual Richard Carrillo Peacekeeper Award to be given to students who kind of exemplify the ways of like peace and kindness. So it's been a real blessing.
Nice. And then what kind of impact have you seen, or how have you seen kids on your school respond to this idea of peace?
Well, when Richie Carrillo passed, everyone was very sad because that was like his friend, their friends. But as things passed and as the award came up, everyone got a little cheer inside and they could just remember him as he was.
That's so exciting. There's so many like great things going on, and I would encourage everybody to go online, and we have all of the videos where you can see them, so you can see all of the different schools that participated in it. It's youtube.com/Impact San Diego, and then these go on every year. This is the 3rd year. They'd like to continue keeping it going, so if you would like to donate and help these kids reach their goals for next year around, you can do that by going to Fellowship of Christian Athletes. What is it again, Colin?
Yeah, just go to SanDiegoFCA.org and you'll click on the donate link on the Project 25 icon right there on San Diego FCA.
Yeah. So, Mark, Heather, what do you guys think? I like having some positive stories in the morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of kids doing a lot of good things in our community. Kelly, thanks for sharing their stories. We certainly do appreciate it.
Thanks,
Absolutely.
Kelly.
Thanks, guys.